Welcome, dear viewers, to another deep dive into the intricate world of George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire. Today, we explore a controversial and compelling theory, the Blackfyre Theory. The theory suggests that Aegon Targaryen, also known as young Griff, is not the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Elia Martell. Instead, he is a Blackfyre imposter, propped up by Varys and Illyrio Mopatis. It's believed he descends from the female Blackfyre line, since all male Blackfyres were killed. Some variations of the theory even propose that Aegon is the child of Illyrio and his late wife Serra, who might have been a Blackfyre herself. Some speculate Varys could also have Blackfyre blood. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence comes from Daenerys' vision in the House of the Undying. Glowing like sunset, a red sword was raised in the hand of a blue-eyed king who cast no shadow. A cloth dragon swayed on poles amidst a cheering crowd. From a smoking tower, a great stone beast took wing, breathing shadow fire, mother of dragons, slayer of lies. Daenerys later discusses this vision with Jorah. A dead man in the prow of a ship, a blue rose, a banquet of blood. What does any of it mean, Khaleesi? A mummer's dragon, you said. What is a mummer's dragon, pray? A cloth dragon on poles, Dany explained. Mummers use them in their follies, to give the heroes something to fight. A mummer's dragon, or fake dragon, could be a metaphor for Aegon being a Blackfyre, not a true dragon, or Targaryen. The line, slayer of lies, may suggest Aegon is a lie that Daenerys must expose. Another interpretation is that Varys is the mummer, and Aegon is the cloth dragon he props up. The Golden Company also plays a crucial role in this theory. Illyrio and Tyrion discuss the company breaking its contract with Myr. I had heard the Golden Company was under contract with one of the free cities. Myr, Illyrio smirked. Contracts can be broken. There is more coin in cheese than I knew, said Tyrion. How did you accomplish that? The Magister waggled his fat fingers. Some contracts are written in ink and some in blood. I say no more. Illyrio's justification, black or red, a dragon is still a dragon, suggests the Golden Company no longer distinguishes between Targaryens and Blackfyres as long as they lead them to Westeros. However, Viserys was once turned down by the Golden Company, indicating they still might care about the distinction. Illyrio's late wife, Serra, with her Valyrian features, could be from the female Blackfyre line. This would make Aegon their son, explaining why Illyrio has a vested interest in Westeros and why he had a chest full of clothing for a small boy. Good fortune, Illyrio called after them. Tell the boy I am sorry that I will not be with him for his wedding. I will rejoin you in Westeros. That I swear by my sweet Serra's hands. A statue in Illyrio's manse, resembling Aegon, further suggests that Aegon could be Illyrio and Serra's son, which ties back to his deep personal stake in Aegon's success. Septon Maribald's tale about the clanking dragon could be an allegory for Aegon being a Blackfyre, a black dragon symbolizing Blackfyres and a red dragon representing Targaryens. When the Smith's son was an old man, a bastard son of the fourth Aegon rose up in rebellion against his true-born brother and took for his sigil a black dragon. One of the dragon's heads washed up on the Quiet Isle many years later, though by that time it was red with rust. Now let's delve into the most speculative aspect of this theory, Varys being a Blackfyre. Although this part of the theory is not essential for the other parts to be true, it does address some inconsistencies in Varys' character. Varys, despite claiming to be a Targaryen loyalist, was feeding Aerys' paranoia about Rhaegar usurping the throne, according to Barristan and Jaime. He shaves his head to hide his Valyrian hair, which could suggest a Valyrian descent, Blackfyre or otherwise. One day at Myr, a certain man came to our folly. After the performance, he made an offer for me that my master found too tempting to refuse. I was in terror. I feared the man meant to use me, as I had heard men used small boys. But in truth, the only part of me he had need of was my manhood. He gave me a potion that made me powerless to move or speak, yet did nothing to dull my senses. With a long hooked blade, he sliced me root and stem, chanting all the while. I watched him burn my manly parts on a brazier. The flames turned blue, and I heard a voice answer his call, though I did not understand the words they spoke. We know from Melisandre's practices that sorcerers prefer using royal blood in their rituals. If Varys were a Blackfyre, he would indeed have royal blood. The Dunk and Egg novellas cover the history of the Blackfyre rebellions extensively. This could hint at the Blackfyre's greater significance in the main series. Of course, it could also be just added depth for the novellas. Aegon was born in 282 AC, so he should be around 18 years old when Tyrion meets him. However, Tyrion describes him as appearing 15 or 16. He was a lithe and well-made youth, with a lanky build and a shock of dark blue hair. The dwarf put his age at 15, 16, or near enough to make no matter. Earlier drafts of A Dance with Dragons chapters contain clues that might have made Aegon's parentage too obvious, which Martin potentially cut for this reason. Illyrio says he wants to give young Griff his blessings and has a gift for him in the chests. Haldon tells him there is no time for the litter. Illyrio gets angry and says there are things Griff must know. Haldon eyes Tyrion and then begins to speak in another language. Tyrion cannot tell what it is, but think it might be Volantene. He catches a few words that come close to High Valyrian. The words he catches are queen, dragon, and sword. No theory is without its counter-arguments. One significant argument against the Blackfyre theory is the lack of concrete proof. All the evidence is circumstantial. When Kevan Lannister was dying, Varys told him, "Aegon?" For a moment he did not understand. Then he remembered. A babe swaddled in a crimson cloak, the cloth stained with his blood and brains. Dead. He's dead. The eunuch's voice seemed deeper. He is here. Aegon has been shaped for rule since before he could walk. Why would Varys lie about Aegon to a dying man? It's possible Varys's little birds were present, and he wanted to keep the truth from them. Or perhaps Varys didn't lie. He only said, Aegon isn't dead without specifying which Aegon. Another possibility is that Varys doesn't know Aegon is a Blackfyre, and only Illyrio knows and is manipulating him. In conclusion, while the Blackfyre theory provides an intriguing narrative, it is, like many theories in A Song of Ice and Fire, built on a foundation of conjecture. Whether Aegon is truly a Blackfyre or not, the mystery adds depth to the complex world George R.R. Martin has crafted. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the world of A Song of Ice and Fire. Valar Morghulis.